Hey everybody, Frank Sullivan, Mad Scientist here. I got a number of things I'm going to be putting together on this video to show you rather interesting things I thought I'd do. Right here, I have a little laser. This one happens to be a UV laser, and it's powerful enough to pop that balloon. Now, I've done a whole bunch of other things that caused explosions, and I'm going to go through them all. This is part of the process. You know, when you experiment, mistakes and things happen. So don't worry, it's pretty normal. Everybody has them, it happens. So I'm a little different than most people. I get pretty excited when things blow up. It's kind of a learned experience, and it teaches you a lot of different things. There's a lot of safety involved that I do for different things. Like, for instance, I have this neat little fire extinguisher back there. Now, I've had many of them, and I've used many of them. This is not the same one I've had before. It's the same type because I've used them. And yeah, I've done pretty interesting explosions. Like, for instance, back here I have a little balloon for back pressure, and it went boom. Big time boom. So I had to put a new one on. But I've learned a few lessons since then. Anyway. Okay, something else here. I utilize these real cheap containers for bubblers and various things like that. I can't tell you how many times this lid totally exploded on me. But that's okay. These are cheap. They're meant to be, disposable. I call them my indispensable disposal units. But they do the job just enough to let me know what's happening. Now, just to show you, kind of interesting, and I'm glad I live alone. I've burned a few holes in the ceilings and caused a few tiles to just go a little bit wacko. Oh, those fun explosions, things happen. Now, at any given time, there's something going on around my laboratory / living room. This is a simple Bedini motor. I'm revitalizing a few batteries and making them work normally. I tend to push a lot of different things. I push them to their full potential and sometimes beyond. I've blown many circuits by just pushing them too hard. But that's experiments and lets me know exactly how far I can push something before it goes. Now, this is pretty interesting. You see the brown spots up here in my kitchen. This is one of my first experiments I did with chemical HHO. It shot up in the air and splattered the ceiling. Before I put controls in place and knew what I was doing, those things happen. Now I'm going to be working with this new drone that I got, and I'm going to be doing some very high voltage atmospheric electricity experiments. That ought to be fun. See what else I can get myself into. Now, it's a little bit bad out there weather-wise. It's just snowmageddon. So hopefully I'll get out there soon and see what I can do. if I bring in a lot of high voltage. Whew, this ought to be good. See what I can do with it. By the way, here's a must when working with hydrogen, HHO, little bitty earplugs. I can't tell you how many times that I've blown things up and my hearing went temporary off the chart. Oh, that was not fun. So little things like that help. Okay, we're here in my basement, and I've been slowly clearing this out, putting all my stuff over here and just organizing things. Now I was thinking of making this the mad scientist dungeon, where I'll put a rack there and torture the people that don't believe, those trolls on the internet. Yeah, it might be fun. Anyways, just got a lot of stuff over here. All my motors that I kind of pushed too far that blew up. Some of my gas experiments with vaporized gas. Now this isn't the first one that I've built, and I wonder why. This thing kind of was a secondary clear acrylic that I used because the first one kind of went boom on me. There's so much history here on different things that I've done. It's worked and exploded as well. So far so good. I am actually getting it down to the actual science that makes it to the point where it will not explode and run safely and works. I even have this little jewel. Wonder who can tell me what that is. Oop, there's a little light there. There we go. There's something else in here. Let's see. Yep, there's a bar in there. Wonder what that is. Now on this side of the basement is my workshop. Got plenty of tools here for making whatever I need to make, and I utilize this a lot. So nice little drill press I made and various things like that. All kinds of fun stuff. Now I wanted to show you one other thing. The reason I got the drone was I did some testing with atmospheric electricity, and I got these balloons, Mylar balloons, and notice one of them is black. It's because I coated it. I coated it with graphite, and I was able to get a few volts, but I wasn't able to go up very high because as you go higher there's a little more wind, and it was taking it sideways and it was causing a problem, so I have to utilize a different system. With my drone, it has GPS on it, so I should be able to park it in the air and go from there. But the unique thing about this is I had these setting on my ceiling for a while there after I did the experiment, and I went and put them over here and grabbed the side, and there was a static charge to it. I actually got shocked. So that graphite works really good. Now I'm continuing on with my HHO experiments and running engines, and I'm going to head out this weekend to see Max again, and we're going to work on the engine we got down there. And I wanted to do a few things like thank you, Max, for all the help you've been giving me, and we're doing good. Also Ethan, who's been a great help, and we've been talking back and forth with a lot of different things. And then there's Russell Martin. Russell is quite ingenious guy, and we've been working on the atmospheric electricity a little bit, going back and forth. Thank you, Russell, for all the help, and we'll get some of these experiments up soon. Okay, I just thought I'd show you my little drone here. I'm learning how to fly it, so I'm going to give it a little test run inside here just to see how well it goes and to show you. All right, here we go. Haha! Practice, practice, practice. I gotta take it slow and go from there. Yep, getting there, but I'll learn. Not bad.